Good evening. Welcome to the Board of Selectmen's meeting for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. We'll call the meeting to order at 6 o'clock. Could I get a roll call, please, Audrey?
Select Chairman Bill Coy.
Here.
Select Vice Chair Jay Drosch.
Here.
Selectman Jonathan Gifford.
Here.
Selectwoman Liz Costa.
Here.
Selectman Tyler Shulman.
Here.
And if we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Dee, you want to lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I don't think there's anyone here for public comment. So we get right into the agenda. And the first thing is, it's that time of the year again for the town report dedication. And I know, Emily, this is your first year doing it, so.
So it is my honor to present the 2025 town report. I want to make sure that I first thank the town report committee, as well as Dee, who has been integral to making this happen this year. And if Dee would be so kind, could you please come up to say a few words?
No.
No. You sure?
Oh my God, no.
I'm gonna cry. You're gonna cry?
I'm gonna cry. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna cry.
You're not?
No.
You're not?
No, but it's not me.
It's not you.
It's not me.
Would you like to
But
read
I'm
it?
not disappointed
You're not disappointed?
because it's one of my very dearest friends, Mr. Daryl Britton.
Congratulations, Daryl.
It is not easy to sneak one by you, but we did
It's not
it.
easy to make me speak.
For you, my friend.
Oh,
Congratulations, Daryl.
I love that guy.
My favorite line. Of course, I had to collude with your lovely bride on this. And my favorite line that she gave me, which really encapsulated everything for me, is, "This guy loves his town more than anyone I know that loves their town. Goodness, even when we go away, just after a few days, he'll be saying, 'I miss my village.'" And that just said it all for me. And I am tickled to death that I got to be the one to hand it to you.
I'm so glad you did. I really am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, Daryl, if
The town and everyone else, the academy.
All right, Dean's gonna take a picture of us. Come on, Emily. Oh, you will do this. Yeah, turn your plaque around. Hand over the board.
I was trying to
But
hide
you know what I
my
want you
jerky
to do?
neck.
You know what I need you to do something first.
What?
So let's, can the family come up? I don't play.
No. No, I was planning to come here and say nice things about Dee.
There are no nice things about David. This is perfect. Now you're gonna need a Sharpie at the polls.
Yeah, this.
Oh, an autograph copy.
Daryl, autograph copies this year.
They cost more.
That's right. But no,
They're collector's items.
no, Daryl, this is well deserved. I mean, we came on the board, 5 years ago together during that election? It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Obviously, we went through a few things,
we did.
but it was always a pleasure. Every meeting, you always brought some humor to it too, which I appreciate, which you need in a lot of times sitting up here, things like that. But you definitely, every move you ever made in this town, from everything I saw, was always with the best interest of this town.
Thank you.
And I know that, even if we might have a disagreement or two here or there, but I knew you always meant the best for this town,
Oh, thank you.
always.
Thank you.
And it was a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to know you the last few years, it really is.
Geez, before I die, I have something special.
Just don't go,
Oh, thanks, honey.
you don't need that prime rib dinner anymore.
That's right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did anybody else?
Thank you, Daryl.
Still be kicking around.
Yeah. Did anybody else want to say anything?
I still see him at meetings.
Thanks, John.
Just glad we got you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Good job, D.
Yep, and you'll be at the polls most of the day too, Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Can you sign this?
At least until they're all gone.
Yeah.
Sign mine before you go.
Oh, of course. Let me sign it.
1 of 1.
The first. All my love.
I don't know if I can read that out loud. But
There you go.
Just keep it clean,
thank
Daryl.
you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you for everything.
Thanks,
I got you.
guys. Now I can go home and have a scotch.
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Emily and Dee, thank you for all your work this year in the town
course.
report. It's appreciated. Thank you very much.
She listens to my crap.
And there's a lot of that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks. Right now, we'll move on to the agenda. Next up, we have our new Recreation Director, Jacqueline Nee. If you want to come up, we want to introduce Jacqueline to everybody. I know she's just right up here, right where the mic is. And you can have a seat.
Grab a chair and the microphone.
But welcome to town. You've been in town now for a
2
month?
months this week.
2 months, wow.
Yeah, this
Time-
Thursday will be 2 months.
Time flies, huh? And it's
Yeah.
nice because I know you've brought a lot of energy,
Oh, yes.
a lot of new ideas, which is good too.
Yeah, we've been busy. Well, so for those of you that don't,
Thank you.
those of you that don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Nee. I've been here 2 months now as the new rec director, and I'm really excited to be here. A little bit about myself prior. I started out in recreation at 15 years old in Raymond Rec. I stayed there for 8 years till I was 22, 23, and then I graduated from New England College with a degree in recreational management, where I then went on to run the Boys and Girls Club for 2 years of Manchester. And now I'm more than delighted to be here working for Plastow in the recreation department. We've been very busy down at Rec in the past 2 months. Today, we actually had our summer rec registration open, and we basically filled up in 30 minutes, I'd say.
Yep.
So that's very exciting.
There's very limited spots per week, but it went very smoothly this morning. The
And I know
system didn't
in
crash.
this year, how many campers was it per week you were opened up for?
We opened up to 84 per week this year. And it's my goal in the next coming years to grow the program even past that. It's my vision to get above 100 and really grow this program to what the potential could be. I'm bringing a lot of new things to the program this year, like such as bringing back water trips. We're going to be going to state parks every week this summer and just giving new opportunities to children that they might not have had previously, and just really getting the most opportunities we can possible.
And I think with the total count, with the junior CITs and CITs that we have, it does make an even 100 that we have that are enrolled into the program. Bringing back the water, I think was great. We're one of 2 towns in New Hampshire that don't have a natural body of water in town.
Right.
Found a creative way to save some money and get us a state park pass so that she can do that every week and offer that to the campers.
Yep.
And we're not so inquisitive because he's been bragging on you for the last couple of years. We got a good idea of what you've been doing in the back.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Are there any other new projects or things like that you're trying to bring to the program? I know you had some ideas.
Yeah, I'm trying right now, really working closely, growing our senior activities up. I've been working with Elders Affairs closely, working with the library on different events. Last week we hosted Vacation Week events, and we had a magician come in, and we had a turnout of 85 people come to the magician. And the day before, we hosted a event at a movie theater in Salem, and we had about 50 people come out to that one. So for our first Vacation Week events, I think they would go pretty well. and I can't wait to see what April has to bring. I have WMUR coming down already planned to be doing a presentation at the Norm Major building, and we're setting up some other events. In the next coming weeks, we have the Easter egg hunt in town. So that will be April 4th, the town-wide Easter egg hunt, and the toddler Easter egg hunt will be on the 3rd.
Okay, so we're going to have the toddler again this year. Perfect. That was always a good one, the toddler. That's the funny one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're just working on all those events. The summer concert series, I've already got that all booked and planned away. So just really narrowing down the fine details and things, such as now summer rec is already up and going, but getting everything else in order that it can be the best summer.
And for summer rec, do you still need applicants for counselors?
I sent out letters to previous staff welcoming them in to come meet with me, so I can get to meet them. And I've gotten some responses on those. So I'm waiting to hear back from some more before I open it up to accepting applications.
Okay. Good. And the trips are all set for recreation? Because I know it's about a couple a week.
Yeah, there's just one I'm waiting on a confirmation email from for week 2, but everything else is already squared away and booked.
Yeah, they're doing Canopy and Water Country this year.
Canopy, Water Country.
Yep, JG's launch, laser tag up in Londonderry.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Good variety between every week.
It's good. I've been lucky. We've talked a few times, so I've had a chance to meet Jacqueline ahead of time. Did anybody have questions? How much you want to bring up or anything?
You did a great job in building the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's good too. It's not just the kids, because some people think it's just the kids. That's all recreation is. But you're also reaching out to the seniors to do things with them too, which is great because you kind of encompass everything.
I mean, my motto is that recreation's for everyone. It doesn't stop. It's not just for children. It goes from toddlers to seniors, and really finding those gaps and where we are in the town and filling that and bringing everyone new opportunities to go out and have new connections, new opportunities.
Is there anything that you feel you need from us?
I think right now I'm starting to get really comfortable and have been very fortunate to have Tyler helping me along the way with things I don't know. And also I have Carly that's been in helping me with pretty much everything and teaching me everything I might need to know about this town. But I think right now, finally getting a good footing.
Another one thing, don't be shy. If you think you need us for anything, reach out. I mean, Tyler does a good job. I attend as many meetings as I can. But, feel free to reach out. We're all one community. Hopefully you get that feeling that the community comes together and we all try to work together. Is there anything else you needed to bring up or you wanted to talk about what's going on?
I don't think so. That was all I wrote. That was all my notes.
There is a couple spots on some various weeks for summer camp still, so if there's people out there.
Week 2 is lower, but that's the 4th of July week, and that's to be expected. A lot of people are out of town, but that's pretty much the only one that has a few spots left.
Yeah, there might be like one or
pretty
two.
Consistent with 2 to.
But anyone out there who still is looking, go on the website. You can see what's available.
Yeah, I know, and it's a good deal.
Yeah.
We had people really saying that today's registration process went easy. I received a lot of phone calls saying it was the easiest that's been. So
good.
That was good.
Yeah, it's always good when you get something like that. But I know the main thing was tonight, just so everybody here would have a chance to meet you and for everybody to kind of see who the new rec director is.
I know she's been meeting with the Old Home Day Committee too and getting involved with all the different.
No, you were at the last Old
I
Home
was
Day
at the
Committee.
last one.
Yep.
And
she's been doing really well.
You had to even help out there too.
Yeah, we said that the rec counselors would be joining in on Old Home Day this year in the parade to get people excited about camp since camp will be starting the week after Old Homes Day.
Yep.
So we get to bring those two things together, which I think is great, combining things and just getting out there.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody good?
It would be great if the camp counselors could kind of help run some of the games to kind of get active, if they can,
If that's,
if they're able to.
hopefully they'll be back.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Up to them.
It is a thought. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate
meeting
it.
you. Great job.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
All right. And next, we'll have the supervisor of the checklist to discuss the election next week. We're at that time.
Tis that time.
And I guess, because I know there's a lot of rumors out there about if someone has to sign up that day, information.
Yeah, no, there's been some changes in the past year or so. So I've got some notes here just to kind of shed some light on that for folks. So again, on behalf of the other two checklist supervisors, appreciate the invite this evening to speak with everybody here and for folks that might be viewing at home or online. My name is Matt Termini, one of your checklist supervisors. And as we stated, just want to give an overview of some things folks should know going into what is a busier election year with 3 elections in town. So as many may be aware, the next election in town will be held on Tuesday, March 10th at the Plastow Fishing Game located on Mayray Avenue from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Per state law, the list of registered voters must be finalized within 10 days of the town election. Therefore, the supervisors of the checklist, we held our last open session prior to the election on the morning of Saturday, February 28th, so just this past weekend. Although voter registration is currently closed, residents who would like to register as a new voter in town and vote in that day's election can do so by registering with the checklist supervisors at the polls. If you're not sure if you're currently registered to vote in Plastow, you can check the current list of registered voters available in the town clerk's office. There's a list also at the Plastow Public Library and online at the New Hampshire Secretary of State's voter information lookup. And that link is app.sos.nh.gov. And you can also check with election officials on the polls on the 10th if you come out to the fishing game and want to check before you get into line. For anyone who's interested in registering as a new voter in town, you must be a United States citizen who's at least 18 years old and a resident of the town of Plastow. To demonstrate these required elements, you'll need a documentation that shows us, the checklist supervisors, the following: your identity, your age, your U.S. citizenship, your domicile or primary residence resides within the town. Now, a number of documents can be used to prove or provide proof of these elements, and in some cases, a single document can provide proof of multiple elements. The following are just some examples so folks know what to bring with them to the polls if they're going to be registering for the first time. To prove your identity, we can take a driver's license, a government-issued photo ID, or a passport or pass card, U.S. passport. We can also now accept New Hampshire-issued student IDs, so colleges and universities that have an expiration or an issuance date on it, so long as the ID is not 5 years older than the date on that student ID. For age, we can take a driver's license again, a government-issued photo ID with your date of birth on it, or a passport or a pass card. To show U.S. citizenship, we need to see either a U.S.-issued birth certificate, again, a U.S. passport or pass card, naturalization papers, or proof from the United States State Department of your citizenship. For domicile, so showing that your primary residence is within Plastow, we can take a New Hampshire-issued driver's license with that address, a New Hampshire non-driver ID, a New Hampshire vehicle registration, a federal photo ID, government-issued check or benefit statement or a tax document. The important thing here is that they have to have the address that you're looking to register under on that document. Now, here's where some of the changes have come in. In the past, if a new voter did not have documentation to confirm one or more of these required elements, an affidavit could be completed affirming their identity, age, citizenship, or that domicile. This is no longer the case, as affidavits are no longer available for affirmation of identity, age, or citizenship. So essentially, if you're a new voter and you can't provide documentation that confirms one of those 3 elements, we're not able to register you that day. So those are the 3 important ones to make sure that you have examples of that documentation. The only exception right now regards the proof of domicile. If a new voter cannot provide any of the documentation that I just listed to prove their domicile or primary residence is in the town, there's a form that is an attestation of not possessing qualified domicile proof documents. It's a mouthful. That can be signed and accompanied by a rental or lease agreement, a utility or other bill with the domicile address listed, or, more paperwork involved, a completed confirmation of domicile signed by somebody who owns, leases, or is renting the property to you, and that's your primary address, or a completed homeless confirmation of domicile form. So a little bit of paperwork still involved with the domicile element. We can work with folks, the checklist supervisors and the other officials there that day. We have these documents, and we can help folks with that if it's a concern or an issue. For all documentation that's brought that day to the checklist supervisors for new voter registration, the name provided to us must match on all the documents. If there are differences in the names provided, we'll need additional documentation, which will be needed to show how the name was changed. So examples could include a marriage license, a divorce decree, adoption papers, or a court order showing an approved legal name change. So again, a lot of information, and I'm kind of just summarizing a lot of what's available. But for more details, especially around the domicile requirements or any of the specific documents that are required, we strongly encourage new voters to visit the New Hampshire Secretary of State's website at sos.nh.gov. Now, last little bit that I have for folks, going beyond the town election on the 10th, despite all the cold weather we've been having, warmer months are coming, and that means that we will have deadlines coming for the primary and the general elections being held in September and November. So just a reminder for folks, for the primary election that's going to be held on September 8th, anyone looking to update or change their party affiliation, you have to do that before June 2nd. June 2nd is the last day. Per state law, we're unable to make any party affiliation changes between June 3rd and all the way through the day of September 8th on election day for the primary. We can't change your party affiliation that day. So if you're unsure of your current party affiliation, we strongly again encourage you to check the current voter lists in the clerk's office, at the public library. Again, that online application that the Secretary of State offers, I'll say it again, app.sos.nh.gov. And if a change or update is needed, you can request the same by going to the town clerk's office during normal business hours or at a posted open session of the checklist supervisors, and we'll have at least a handful of those before that June 3rd deadline. We're required to have one every 90 days. So again, I want to thank everybody for the opportunity this evening to speak with you all and provide some information. If there's any questions or clarifications I can provide, I'm happy to do that now.
So if you're already registered, just your driver's license would be enough?
So if you're already a registered voter and you're just checking in to vote, then yes, your driver's license is enough.
So and that's even say my wife shows up, she can just show her driver's license. She doesn't need a marriage certificate or anything like that, right?
As long as the name on the driver's license at the ballot
Matches,
clerk's table matches what's on the roll.
Because I know some people are like in a panic out there. I've heard that out there. They have to show marriage licenses when they come because their names changed from when they were born. But as long as they're registered and the driver's license matches what's on your the registered list, you're good.
Absolutely. Yep. And again, it's all hands on deck all day. So if folks come to the polls and they get in the line and they get up to the ballot clerks and there's any questions or confusion or issues, we're all there on standby to help figure it out and get folks into vote. So we hope to see good turnout and see everybody on the 10th.
Yeah, hopefully it's good weather.
Right.
That's a big
It's
thing.
a big piece of it.
Questions, anyone?
I just have one. How many registered voters are in town?
We just finalized the list on Saturday. It was,
Sorry.
I don't have the exact number. And you know what? I should have anticipated that. I've got 5,300 and some change.
Oh, wow.
Between 53 and 5,500.
Wow. Okay.
If you knew the number, you could go play it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
If you don't have your license, you need to go back and collect that information at home.
Correct. Yeah. You need at the ballot clerk's table, you need to be able to confirm your identity. We no longer, the state doesn't allow for the challenged voter affidavits or for anybody to vote that can't identify themselves at the tables.
Yep. And all of that information is only for registering, right? After that, the next year, they don't have to have that same identical information because now they're registered voters.
Correct. Yeah. All the documents that I listed, that's to get on the voter roll as a registered voter. From there on, as long as you're a registered voter, you show up on election day with a driver's license, something that shows your identity. You can check in at the tables. Yep.
Great. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you there.
Yep.
All right. And to continue with the election discussion, Bob. It's funny, the election. So, you know.
Good evening, I'm Bob Harb, I'm your town moderator. It's a pleasure to be here. Matt's a tough act to follow. He gave a lot of the details that I'm sure everybody wrote down that's watching online, but all the details of what you need for to actually vote once you're registered are at the Secretary of State's office, but he mentioned all the items. You do need to show your identity when you come to the ballot clerks. A driver's license, passport card, or he mentioned the student license within 5 years from the school. No more challenge voter affidavit. This is called a CVA. So we're going to tell you, go home and get your information and come back. So please don't forget it. So as he mentioned, Matt did, we're 7 to 7, not 7 to 8. It's a town election. We voted to change the hours to 7 to 7. So don't show up after 7 because the polls will be closed. We're going to have 3 lines to check in like we did the last town election. We're going to have 3 new ballot boxes to put your ballots in. We have 5 ballots to insert and fill in. 1 school, 4 for the town. 1 for the town is the elected officials, and then there's all the warrant articles. So these machines are super duper brand new, one of the 2 approved by the Secretary of State that I thank the board for buying. They're great machines. They're slightly slower in taking your ballot. They still will only take 1 ballot at a time. It will not take 2. So we're going to have 3 machines running because we anticipate a pretty decent turnout. If I go from what I saw at our last deliberative session and the deliberative session at the school, I'm anticipating over 1,000 people, probably 1,200. So for the end of the night, I'd ask those that are listening, if you're registered voters in Plastow, we could use your help count because we're going to have between 5,000 and 6,000 pieces of paper to count, to validate and verify the votes. So we could use you for a while. If you can count up to 25, we'll take you. And we make stacks of 25 and then we double check them. So that's where I could use the help. I thank all of those that are helping already as ballot clerks. We have 2 shifts of ballot clerks. But to count that 5,000, that's going to take a while. And these new machines, if you stay to watch the vote, they actually will print out a ballot with the total votes on them. So we don't need to add 3 tapes and add them together and have another adding machine. The machine themselves will count it out. So it shouldn't take long after the close of the polls to have preliminary figures. I stress that, preliminary figures, because we must then go back and do all the hand counts and do the write-ins. And now they have a fancy name for the write-ins. They call it adjudication. The computer will pull up every write-in on a screen. We do not need to look at the ballots for write-ins anymore and then put them aside. They automatically will come to the screen, and then they need to be verified who's the write-in for. So we're going to have 2 people on the computer to validate and adjudicate write-ins, to check each other. And if there's a question about, is it Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, so I'm sure somebody's going to call me over and say, what do you think? So then we'll have 3 people deciding what's the vote for. And if you write in a vote, it'll go down the way you write it. So be careful. Spelling does not count, but it helps for us to identify who do you want. The intent of the voter has to be ascertained on a write-in. So if you're going to write, please write legibly, and remember, fill in the little oval, because this is a new machine and we're not sure how much of the oval can you not fill in so that it'll cover it. So take your time. I know 5 ballots is a long time to sit there, but it's better than 7, which one year we had 7. So we're going to have the junior firemen there selling food on the exit. So try to move quickly through the exit so that we don't have problems. And I think the weather, will be good. We're hoping there's no snow, but you need to move past the firemen because when you leave the back door open, it makes the place cold. So, but we're happy that they can be there and the election people can support the junior firemen. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock is meet and greet. 6:30 is candidates night at the library. I'm moderating that. So we're hoping either you can watch online or come and ask questions of the candidates. We will be taking write-in questions, and we have some already that the public has sent in. We think we're going to have a pretty good turnout of candidates. I think Mr. DeRoche may be there, huh?
Maybe.
All right. So we're looking forward to that. So we have 7 to 7, Plasto Fishing Game. I believe it's possible, watch the signs when you leave. It may say right turn only. I haven't talked to the police chief yet, but that's what they did last time.
Yeah,
so.
I think it'll depend on if it's heavy traffic or not.
Yeah. So
kind of the discretion of the police officer. If no one's coming, it's up to them.
Just be alert,
Yeah.
be watchful, be alert. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
No, I think the one good thing is the fishing game. We've been there a few years now, so it's not the first
They know where it is. But I wouldn't take a bet that some people still go to Pollard. But
the fishing games worked very well for us, I think.
And now that you mention that's the same entrance, you're going to go up the ramp on the right-hand side. In the front, right by the building, will be the handicap parking for people that are handicapped and want to park closer. But it's an incline ramp, so you'd have to go up the ramp and then come around. You can go out the side door, or we'll allow you. You can go back down the ramp if you need to go back out. And all of our people that are working, we're going to try to stay away from the front of the building so that the handicap can be there and people can get in and out.
Anybody, anything else to bring up? I mean, we've been there, so we know the routine. It's not like the first few years.
No.
Biggest thing is make sure the snow stays away.
And turn the lights on when it gets dark at night.
Anything over electioneering at the?
The same election rules. I'm going to send them to the town manager again, and he can post them. No election inside. We're going to have a corral on the right-hand side away from the ramp. You have to be outside the building no matter how cold it is. I remember when we were over at I forget the name of the place, off of 125, and it was snowing like heck. And all the people were out there in the middle of the snowstorm outside. The law says you cannot be inside the building. But we're working on a better looking corral. I know a select person is helping me, Jonathan Gifford, to try to get some nice stanchions so you'll have plenty of room for the corral.
Portable heaters.
Just with the new machines, I remember in the past, people had the option to put their ballot through the hand count. Is that still going to be an option in the new?
Yeah, they actually changed the law, those state legislators. They changed the law, and you have the choice if you want your ballot hand counted. Before, they didn't say you had a choice, but now. So in one of the machines, the pocket for the hand count sticks out of the front of the machine. It's no longer on the side. So when you go to the machine, and we're going to have only one open so the hand counts can go into the same machine, it'll be like a little pocket that pulls out in the front of the machine, and then you drop your ballots in the little pocket and it goes in a secure place. At the end of the night, we'll take all the ballots out and those will be hand counted. But as I said, the newest kind of interesting thing is the way technology works on the write-ins. These machines will take a PDF of the entire ballot, of everybody's ballot. So that's like 5,000-6,000 sheets, maybe a couple of thousand per machine. And it's on a secure thumb drive. And when we go to do the adjudication of the write-ins, the machine automatically pulls up for every ballot, every article, all the write-ins, and it'll post it on the screen. So we don't need to look at the ballots. to see if we missed one. So it's kind of interesting, but your chairman helped us with adjudicating at the test the other day, and it can go long. And we're thinking it'll be long because of all the write-ins and the spaces for our ballot. Not so much maybe the school, but the town ballot. And what does that do? That simply is going to hold up the final count, but the preliminary count will be available fairly quickly because we no longer have to hand count all the tabulations and add this machine and that machine. The way this works is the computer that we bought or the town bought that goes with the ballot machines takes all the thumb drives. It automatically will assimilate the information from each voting machine and total it up. And then it'll print it out. So if you got one vote from each machine, it'll automatically tell you, Jonathan Gifford has 3 votes. You don't have to start adding and tabulating. So the preliminary ballot will come out fairly quickly. The clerk now, Martha Fowler, works with us. She'll take the drives, input them into the computer, and then working together, we'll print out this preliminary ballot that will show all the totals except for the write-ins and the hand count. And we still going to ask the first person or second person that might be there to assist to look at the ballot boxes to make sure they're empty, there's no votes in it, and we will still have a 0 start on the machine, and also it prints out a ballot with 0 votes on it so that it can be verified by 3 people, 1 member of the public. So that's still going to happen.
All right, perfect.
So just hope for good weather. That's all.
Good weather and
Good turnout.
And a good turnout.
good turnout.
All right.
Anything else?
I know we've all
right.
worked the late hours afterwards, so
Yeah.
any machinery that
Any-
getting that countdown is.
It'll be interesting, and as Martha said the other day when we were practicing and doing the testing of the machines, it's a learning curve for us on the new machines, but as we get more used to it, I think the process is going to go a lot smoother and faster in the future.
Yeah, I think we
And-
noticed even the
and
other day.
appears to be more accurate, we believe.
Yeah.
We'll have,
Testing went well.
we'll have some good practice this year. We got 3, right?
Oh, yeah. We'll all be experts by the end of the year,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you very much.
Thanks,
Hope
Bob.
to see you
Thanks,
tomorrow
Tomorrow
night.
night.
Thank
Yep,
you.
thanks, Bob.
See you tomorrow.
All right. The next update, Chief, the update on the junior firefighter program.
I'll let you sit.
Good evening,
Y'all
folks.
gonna stay back there?
Evening.
Evening.
Grab a chair, grab a chair.
Thanks for having us. We just wanted to give an update on our junior firefighter program. So as Chris Nesbitt's getting his IT stuff worked out over there, I'll give a quick overview, some changes that occurred this last fall of 2025. We had a leadership change with the junior program. And Chris Nesbitt stepped up to take a leadership position in running our program. And since then, he's done some really good work with the program and the kids that are in it. I can't speak highly enough about the program that was started years ago. This, is one of the gateways for our future of public safety servants. So it's a great program to have, and it's a great program to sit back and watch grow. So.
Do you know how to get a PowerPoint going on this? Okay, I've got the drive. I can start anyhow. So good evening. On behalf of the Junior Firefighter Program, I want to thank you all for your support. I know that you guys have all, and gentlemen and ladies, have continued to support this program. I've been a part of it for a couple of years. I was an instructor for a while. And with the change of leadership in the program, I know that there's been some questions about what's going on with the program. I think there's been some confusion, some miscommunications, and I think that we can address all of this pretty simply and set you all at ease. It should be in the thumb drive there. So I'll give you a little background about how I ended up with the program. I started out, my name's Chris Nesbitt. I'm a firefighter, EMT with Hampton Falls Fire as a call department, Nottingham full-time, and I'm part-time here with Plastow. So got a little bit of experience in the fire service. I'm also a fire instructor, NFPA certified fire instructor, so I like to teach. I like to help. Oh, there it is, perfect. And I really have a heart for teaching the kids. I was part of the New Hampshire Emergency Services Explorer Training Academy. It's a really long title, but that's the State Fire Academy's youth program, where we bring 50 kids to the fire academy for a week over the summer, and they get full fire academy training. So I was a board member on that, and I was a division chief. So that's how I kind of got involved with Plastow, because I saw the kids come up from this program, and I got to know them, I got to work with them, and I was really impressed with the program. And so I started volunteering to help teach. And so these two here, she's a graduate of the program. I think many of you know her. Danny here, he's a current member of our program. And so what happened was, it created a vacuum when the former leadership left. And I stepped in and I said, well, how can I help, Chief? Just put me in, right? What do you need? And he said, we're really looking for somebody to kind of keep this program going. So, here's a little bit about me, but we'll move right on. So what I saw was, all right, great program, started out good. We've had many kids graduate and go on to do wonderful things in the fire service, but part of the problem was that it wasn't super structured. It wasn't structured as an academic program. It wasn't structured under the junior firefighter label that the Volunteer Fire Council kind of requires to be a junior firefighter program. And so the kids were showing up and they were getting some education and they were going on to the fire academy and graduating, but it wasn't exactly what the junior firefighter program expects. But so we have Keenan Haggerty, who graduated. He's now a full-time firefighter EMT. We have Allie here, who's a certified firefighter. She works here in Plastow. Jacob Raymond, he's a full-time firefighter, works part-time in Plastow. A couple of our other graduates who are working now in Atkinson, Sandown, our mutual aid partners, and Caleb Goldman, who just graduated. So the program works. What we've been doing in the past worked, but it wasn't to the level that we would like to see it. So what we did is we structured it. We separated from the Plastow Firemen's Union. We created a 501c3. So now we've applied for nonprofit status on November 5th. That's still pending, but it should be approved anytime now. We now have a board of directors, so there's no one single person running this program. This program has oversight from fire professionals. We have an accountant who's on our board as our treasurer, and the decisions are made as a group about the curriculum, about the direction of the program. So it's really not just one person calling the shots anymore. It's a group of professionals trained in this industry that are making these decisions. So we have a 5-member board. We have standard operating procedures, SOGs, SOPs, and that. We have bylaws, and you guys are welcome to have copies of all of this. We do medical monitoring now, so when we do have the kids working, we're tracking their vitals and taking all that stuff into consideration because they're kids, right? And it's like a youth sports program where you want to kind of have more oversight. We can't just say, hey, kids, come on in and do this stuff and not keep an eye on them. So I found that just kind of setting this stuff up, it's good for liability, it's good for the kids. So we've partnered with Timberlane. In the past, the kids were getting ELO credits from Timberlane, and I worked with Miss Foley, the assistant principal over there, and she was really happy with the program, but she had a couple of little questions about certain fill-in-the-blanks in her rubric, in her grading rubric. And so we really brought the program together to meet the concerns so that we fulfill every aspect of the grading rubric. So now they're earning their full credits. They're getting 150 contact hours between the contact hours they get with us, the work they do at home in their books, and the work they do online. Part of that was bringing in the Fire Academy curriculum. So before, it was kind of like they would show up and the leadership team that was in place at the time, all right, we're going to do search training, we're going to do this training, but it wasn't really structured. Now we follow the Fire Academy curriculum for Firefighter 1 certification. So they're going through all the modules that a regular Fire Academy recruit would go through in that order, and they're getting that level of training. We got the books. We had our books donated. The textbooks are this thick, and the kids take their books home. They're given a book for the year, and they read each chapter every week, and then they come in and they do the work with us. We train and so forth. So I created a website for this. It's now a portal, so the kids can log in. They can see their schedule. Volunteers and instructors can log in. They can pick which weeks that they want to volunteer. It's all self-service, so they don't have to call me, hey, can I come in this week? Can I volunteer? They go on, they look at the schedule, they pick a week they want to volunteer, they come in and they do that. And then they can see what we're teaching, when, and so forth. So these are the curriculum guidelines. This is the New Hampshire Fire Safety Training Council, so we're hitting the exact 28-module program taught at the New Hampshire Fire Academy. We're meeting or exceeding the NFPA standards. It's a 3-phase learning module: self-study, reading, the online modules, then they come in for didactic, and then we do the hands-on practical. And the certifications that they can earn are first aid and CPR, as well as some of the ICS, which is the incident command system that all of the fire and police use. It's how we control incidents. It's span of control, chain of command stuff. So they're all getting this education. So here's a couple pictures of our website. This just shows you basically on the left side, it's kind of blurry, but it's one of the, and you can go online to our website, it's plastow-junior-firefighters.org, and you can see our curriculum. And this is just one module that they did last week, and it breaks out what they're learning by which standards, by the NFPA, by the Fire Academy standards, by the National Volunteer Fire Council core competencies, their practical skills. And here's another example on the right of the dashboard that the teacher would see. So where it's going, we're working on, the Fire Academy has implemented a program now called On My Own Time. So a lot of the Fire Academy recruits now can do most of the skill stuff that they would learn at a Fire Academy on their own time. They can come into our program and we can teach them the stuff, and a state fire instructor, which will be me, can sign off on their skills as they learn them. And so they're working towards now coming out of this program as certified firefighters at no cost to them, and before they turn 18. They have to wait until they turn 18 to become certified, but this gets most of it out of the way. So they come out with a pro board certification. We're working with the school, potentially, we're still looking into it, but we're looking to get into the CTE, and what that is, it's career training opportunity to bring that to Timberlane, because Pinkerton and Salem both have these, and Timberlane sends kids to them, and Timberlane has to pay for these CTEs, but they're not getting anything in return. Nobody's sending kids to Timberlane for CTEs, and we're looking at bringing a fire science CTE into Timberlane School, and potentially with fire science and EMT, and bringing kids from Pinkerton and Salem into Timberlane to learn fire science. What will happen is they'll come out of that program as certified firefighters, licensed EMTs, and they will have about a third of their college credits towards a fire science degree at Lakes Region Community College when they graduate high school. That's kind of the future of the program. We're still working on getting those pieces into place. It's a really big undertaking. It's ambitious, but I think that there's potential to do it. Once we get our 501c3 in place, we can get grants. And once we start getting some of these grants that will be available for us, we can start to pay instructors to come in and help. So we can get highly trained instructors. We've already put out a pro forma budget looking at how that looks, and it's incremental over, if we get this grant, we can do this. If we get this grant, we can do that. And so we're looking at building that out. But one of the first things that we want to do is start paying instructors to come in. And you get high quality instructors, you get high quality education, and you get a much better rate of retention and recruitment. So that's part of what we're looking at. Also, we'll have money for uniforms, gears, and some training materials. So I worked with Allie last year. I was not leading the program. I was just one of the instructors. She's been a great asset this year. She graduated the fire academy. She's a great firefighter. And I've got Danny here, who's been in the program for several years, and he's one of my captains now. I'm sorry, lieutenant. He's soon to be captain. So he helps me with overseeing his squad and some of the program. And if you have any questions for me or these two, we'll be glad to answer them.
How many kids in the program?
20. We can run 20, and we have 20.
Okay, perfect. And how many different communities does that involve?
So we have Haverhill, one from Haverhill, and then we have probably most of our mutual aid communities in our fire district. We have Atkinson, Sandown, Danville, Plastow. We had one kid from Salem. He left.
Okay.
They run from ages 14 through 18.
So it's not just, you get the classwork, and then you probably get hands-on things that you do as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's both elements.
They basically know their assignment. They read their book. The Fire Academy offers an online module portion to that as well that they do. Then they come into class. We usually do about an hour didactic. So we have somebody talks, or we have like speakers come in, whether it's a fire dispatcher from Manchester we had, or we had a captain from Hooksett who came in and talked about how he got involved in a fire where he got trapped. You know, these are all career professionals. We also have Fire Academy instructors who come in and teach and talk, and these are all career professionals. When these guys graduate and they're looking to go get a job somewhere, well, they've already made their impression on the people that will be interviewing them for the jobs. So we're bringing in the professionals that they will get to know. The fire service is big, but it's really small. And so it's a small community. And these guys come in, they say, wow, these kids that you're teaching are squared away. We want to hire them when they get out of the academy. So they get a leg up on, all of the potential other recruits. But it seems like they're coming back to the mutual aid district where we're recruiting them from. Instead of starting here and going off somewhere far away, they're coming back. My goal is to see these kids in the next couple of years, start taking positions on our board, start taking leadership positions as instructors, and make this program that they've graduated become their program. So ideally, this is going to be a situation where I work to replace myself, so I don't have to do this forever. I love it, and I want to make it great, and then I want to give it back to them.
He said that they're getting credits through the school for this. Can parents log in to see this portal, to see their progress or their grades per se?
So I can't track the ELO stuff. That's through Timberlane. That's through Ms. Foley.
Yep.
But I do track the attendance, and the parents can log in and track attendance and see assignments.
Perfect.
I haven't had much participation from the parents. I will say it's they send them to us, and I think that they just know they're in good hands, and they trust that we're doing the right thing, and they trust that if something isn't going good, I will let them know. We have good communication with the parents.
Okay.
So the opportunity is there for them to see it. None of them really take advantage of it, but that's okay.
Yeah, and this program started, what, about 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere around there, maybe?
2023.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
The CTE, I think it's great to kind of pull the kids back in, so I see it, the chief will laugh, because I understand the cost piece of the district. So does his wife. So how many kids do you think you could pull back into the district if we could get CTE to be done here for the fire program?
So I think that's a Timberlane district question, because that will have to be run through the school.
Yeah.
So we can support that, and we have the potential to teach as many as they want.
Okay.
If they want to run 2 classes of 20, we could bring 40 kids in for that.
All right.
I don't know what that looks like on that end. I'm actually working with Mark Peterson to try to figure that part
So
out.
you want to work Mark Patterson?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's actually my deputy chief in Nottingham.
There you go.
So we've got a good connection. I work for Nottingham Fire, and he's my deputy chief, and he oversees this, and so it kind of all works together pretty well.
I've been pretty involved with this for a long time, so.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to bring this to the district because it doesn't have it. This is not a CTE center district right now.
Right.
But it can be, and it potentially will be.
All right. Yeah, I'll send a letter.
So how is this all funded? I keep hearing there's volunteers that are coming in to do the instructing. All of the equipment, I guess, gets volunteered from other places, other fire departments.
So from day one when this was started, this program's bigger than just the town of Plastow. So asking Plastow taxpayers to fund it was not really an option that we wanted to explore because these kids are from all around. So everything up until this point and in the future has been funded through donations. People out there in the community donate money for their trip to the fire academy or other departments that are in the surrounding area in the state would donate expired turnout gear for our kids to utilize and such. So we want to keep that where it's not impacting our taxpayers since it's bigger than just our town, the expectation. So we are looking at some different models for the future like he talked about. One of the more important things is for them to develop their own 501c3, which Chris quickly did as he came on board. So give you just a quick background, had a leadership change, pulled Chris in, pulled Allie in to talk about what needed to be changed in the program. And I started to lay out a little bit about some expectations. I had a whole list of stuff I wanted to talk about. And Chris started talking about all what he wanted to do with the program. And I just put my list up off to the side. So I'll just save your time, go do it. And he's done a great job since then. And one of the key things is becoming our own 501c3. So now we get accept donations through the webpage.
Correct. We can accept donations through our PayPal account right now. We can take checks. We can take cash. We have a bank account. We have several $1,000s in our bank account right now. This fundraiser, which you guys were graciously enough to allow us to have at the bake sale at the election, is going to do pretty well for us. And that's going to hold us over with any more funds we need until we get the 501c3, and then we get the grants. And I will say, being on the board that brought back the program to the Fire Academy and seeing how having a 501c3 to solicit the donations and to fund everything, it's humongous, right? What they were doing in the past, it's more like, hey, can you give us a check? Can you give us some cash? And it really didn't have a budget tied to it, so people didn't know what they were giving to. And Chief and I have talked about this. If I have a business in Atkinson, for example, that I work with, and they want to donate money for the uniforms, and I have another business in Haverhill, and they want to donate money for the helmet shields, so they get to know what it is that they're donating to because they can see the line item on our budget. That's super important. That's a way to really encourage them to donate. Also, the state of New Hampshire offers a program for nonprofits. If a company wants to donate $100,000, big number, but the example is 80% of that, they'll match them dollar for dollar. And then the other 21% that the federal government gives you the write-off off, they can get almost 100% write-off through some of these programs in New Hampshire, some of the grants.
Nice.
And so this is stuff that wasn't being looked at in the past by the previous leadership team. And so we're really looking at the big picture, right? How can we expand this program, fund it for the future? And there's a lot of opportunity out there, but it's just being aware of it, looking for it. And Chief has really given me the reins on this. And so I really have done my research and diligence and in coordination with him and the department. We separated from Plastow's Firefighters Association, went to 501c3, and it's looking like it's really promising.
Yeah, we'll have a motion in a minute on the bake sale.
Yeah, so that's getting ready to come up.
Yeah. Jay, do you have anything?
Nope.
No, I think it's great. I mean, it was a great program when it started. And I mean, how many kids have gone through it now? You see them in all different places. I mean, Allie's probably one of the best examples of the program. So it's, great. It's continuing and, now you got a little more structure and everything. But I mean, it really started from nothing, right? When it first started. And to see where it was and how it's coming, everybody along the way that has a piece in it, which it's great. They all have a piece in it every step of the way. Anything else, Harry, to add or anything?
Just that
Somebody
it's
wanna make
great
a-
to see the structure in place and, the 501c3, that's going to be big for your group. So be able to make it a lot easier for people to donate money. So
Yeah, and a few of us were here and we've supported it from the beginning.
Yep.
I think, when it first kicked off and
Absolutely.
And I think it's a great program. It gives kids another thing to do for career choices, which is really what it's all about.
We've had a couple kids go through it that decided this is not what they want to do, but that's great because we've opened up their opportunities.
Sure.
Now they see, we have one girl who just wants to do EMS. She doesn't want to be a firefighter, but she didn't know that, and she got to see what EMS looks like, and now she has a passion for it.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
It's about helping kids get to where they want to be.
Yeah. So
That's really
I
the whole-
appreciate the opportunity to be here and present this to you guys. It's a great program. It's going in a really good direction, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of what this change meant for the community.
Yep. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion. I motion to waive the $50 permit fee for the junior firefighters to hold their bake sale at the election coming up on March 10th.
I will second that.
Second by Liz. All those in favor?
Aye.
And I know they said before the election, it opens at 7. We'll be in there before 7, obviously. So, if you want to come in, say 6:30 or so to set up, right, John? We'll be in
Yeah,
there.
this isn't Allie's first rodeo. She
Yeah.
knows what's going to happen.
So I've spoken with the,
before like we usually do?
We'll talk.
Yeah, but whatever, just want to make sure you're ready to go because that's going to be the hungry crowd, right?
Yeah.
Because they did it for their breakfast.
well, we've got our application in, and we've spoken with Jack Kiley. So
Okay,
we have everything in place. Just a matter of making sure that we had the fee in place or it was waived, which I appreciate you guys doing that for us. It helps. And we're ready to go. It's going to be a good event. Get the kids out there, get them exposure to the community, and
It's good to be seen.
yeah, I know you did well last time. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
so much.
Thank you.
Does anybody want to say anything? You good?
you will say program. What do you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great program. I've been in it, 3 years now? And it's only going up. I mean, when Chris, took over leadership, it was in a different spot than where we are now. And it's just great to see what he's done. He's done a great job. But yeah.
They all got a big textbook. And I think there was a little pushback for a while about that.
The textbook and homework.
So they weren't.
And they're like, whoa, wait a minute.
I didn't sign up for this.
There's going to be a test?
Yeah, there's a few weeks where it was a little rough, but everybody's embraced it. And I think that the curriculum and the structure makes it a lot easier. You can imagine for teenagers, structure is everything. So they know what they're getting into. They know what they're showing up for. I think it's helped a lot.
My wife still says I need structure.
Really?
Oh, that's yours, Chief.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And next up, we got there's an improvement for an amended grant terms for the MDT e-crash equipment, Greg?
Yes. From the police department, we had the board previously has acted on this agreement twice, and now we're up to a third time, which the amount of money that we are qualifying for keeps going up and up. So in order to properly fill out the grant agreement amendment notice, we do need a motion and approval by the board, but it's basically, we started at 8,500, we went up to 14,665, and now we're going up to 20,747.40.
That's not a bad thing.
No, and it's for equipment and the like to go in the cruisers, for tablets, docking stations, printers, things of that nature. So,
anybody have any questions on this at all?
Just
It's
keep
pretty
bringing it
much-
on.
We have to go a fourth time. I'm good.
if it means more money, right?
Anytime it goes up, we'll never complain about that. Somebody wants to make a motion on it?
Yeah, I'll make it. I'll make a motion to accept the statement below. The select board, in a majority vote, had previously accepted the terms of the highway safety grant agreement in the amount of $8,500 and also previously accepted the terms of the first grant amendment notice in the amount of $6,165 for an adjusted total grant limitation of $14,665. And now the select board, in a majority vote, is accepting the amended grant terms of the MDT e-crash equipment as presented in the second grant agreement amendment notice in the amount of $6,082.40 for the adjusted total limitation of $20,774.40.
747.
$747.
I'll second that.
By Tyler?
I don't have to repeat that, right?
No, the only thing is from the first one, we've gone up about 12,000.
Yeah.
This is
All right.
great.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So 500. Thank you. Next, we need to approve the consent agenda. On the consent agenda, we have the BOS draft minutes of 2/9/2026. There was one notice of intent to cut wood or timber. We had something else added too, didn't we, Audrey?
Accounts payable manifest.
Yeah, the accounts payable manifest was added. And there were, I believe, 4 warrant articles too, right?
4 appointments.
Appointments, right, 4 appointments. All right,
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda for March 2nd, 2026.
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
So 500. Next up, town manager's report, Greg.
Thank
You
you.
can update us on your surgery.
Well, yes, I did have surgery. So I'm getting back into it. Moving a little slower than usual because it does affect my right arm, and I am right-handed. So over the last, couple of weeks, have been busy finalizing the solid waste contract. The board, voted to award the contract to Waste Management. Have been reviewing that between the town attorney and also Waste Management to finalize details, things that, have come up, questions and the like. Also busy, we have the I know when I wasn't here at the last meeting, the board did accept the audit report from 12/31/24. I do have the auditor scheduled coming in next Monday, March 9th. So I've been working on year-end closing, audit prep, and the like. Meeting with department heads, working on various, grant extensions, this and the water. Interviews and new hires. We did hire a maintenance laborer who will be starting in a couple of weeks. So I've met with him as well as Jim DeBonis, the maintenance supervisor. And then also working with Underwood Engineers on some additional water paperwork. And last week with the water main break, it was a busy day for sure, but everything is up and has been repaired at this point, so there shouldn't be any issues right now.
And that
So
water main break was really due to the crane, right?
it was due to negligence on the crane operator, that's for sure, where one of the outriggers to stabilize the crane basically collapsed the water pipe that was feeding the fire hydrant, but it was a very slow leak. They were out there all day doing some work on the cell tower, putting in some new equipment, and it wasn't discovered until about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I think it was just a slow crack, slow leak that just got worse and worse. So, Hampstead area, they were able to set up and get a contractor in there the very next day. So I had heard from them by the end of the day to say that everything was all set. So with minimal interruption.
And everything's back online. Everything's functioning the way it should.
Yes, as far as I know.
And is the crane company taking care of the damage?
We have, I think, no less than 5 companies that may be. Okay. My understanding is the cell company, then they subbed it out to another company who subbed it out to another company who subbed some of the work out to another company. So there are 4 or 5 deep pockets that we will be tapping all of them to make sure that it's not costing the town any of those repairs.
There's water involved.
Yeah, there's water.
As well as the
purchase, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. That will be part of the calculation that we will be seeking restitution for. So,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? You good?
I'm good.
Thanks. Selectmen's reports. Tyler.
Let's see. Last rec commission meeting we had, there was a couple new alternates that were voted in by the commission, Tiffany Brennan and Angel Rivera. They also elevated an alternate to a full member, Pamela Body. We have another rec commission meeting next week. I attended the magic show over at the library last week. As Jacqueline said, there was 85, 90 people in there, tons of kids. It was great. They all had a great time. There was even some stuff I didn't know how we did it. Was working with Jacqueline all last week just to make sure we had the summer rec ready to go, everything in place. It went very smoothly this morning. The system didn't crash, minimal complaints. So I think it went really well. She's excited, as you guys heard. She has tons of ideas and new things she's bringing. Plastow Baseball is finishing signups. They have evaluations on March 14th over at Granite Fields in Kingston. And Patriots flag football signups are available for Plastow residents in the Timberlane district. We're actually the second largest town now in their program next to Portsmouth.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's good. It's grown that much.
it has grown immensely.
And how's softball doing?
Softball, they had some clinics through New Hampshire Softball Sunday over at Granite Fields, and their signups are also closing within this week. But we're looking at 6 or 7 teams for the spring, just in
That's
softball
great,
alone.
because a couple of years ago, they were struggling to get 2 teams out there.
Yeah, I want to say there's 2 6U, an 8U, 10U, 12U, and a 14U.
Great.
Yep.
Good to hear.
Yep. That's it.
Liz?
There's an energy committee meeting this week on Wednesday at 5 o'clock and a planning board for a workshop
Yes.
on Wednesday.
Yep. It's a busy
Plan to
week.
be there.
Jay?
I don't have any updates. I was out of town last week. I did read an article in the Evergreen. Just, we don't have a $25 million budget. Just throwing that out there. They issued a retraction, and they're going to fix it in the next edition. But
Actually, the whole article was passed out was not good.
yeah,
It was-
the
it
whole
was false.
article was inaccurate, completely inaccurate. So they issued a retraction and sent it over today. And I think you guys are dealing with it here at Town Hall too, pulling the copies. So just look for it in the next edition. So it's too bad that happened, but stuff happens.
Yep, and we'll move on.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Jay. John?
I've got nothing. I mean, it's the end of the month. Everything starts up. I've got energy. And then we've got Old Home Day coming up and everything. So
Although you did attend the testing of the ballot box.
I did attend the testing of the ballot box. Bill and I took care of that this year.
Yep, so we did that, which was something I attended. That was a long day, but it was well worth it.
It
It
was.
was well worth it. Learned an awful lot. I know Old Home Day, they're obviously still looking for volunteers. Their original meeting was scheduled for tomorrow night, but they moved that because of the candidates night.
Right.
And do you remember what day they
I think
moved
it's the
it to?
11th.
Is it next Wednesday?
I believe it is the 11th. And that's at 6:30, and that would be at the Glasgow Historical Society. So if anybody wants to volunteer, now's a good time to get in, because things are starting to really ramp up with the Old Home Day Committee now. All the planning, finalizing everything. So that would be something good to attend. The other thing also on Saturday, April 18th at the Fishing Game, there is a fundraiser to help pay for Old Home Day. The time bandits will be playing starting at 7. The doors will open at 6:30. It's only $10 a person to get out for a live band. Advanced tickets are available. So it's a good night to come out on a Saturday night, try to help
Always a fun
support.
time.
I mean, $10 a person, not that expensive. As everyone's mentioned, voting is next Tuesday, March 10th from 7 to 7. So I think that's really about it. As was mentioned, it's also a planning board meeting this week to attend. And I know with the elections is that comes up after that, usually our first meeting after that, we'll do our reorg. So one thing I just want to say now, I do not want to be the chair next year. So everyone, how everyone wants to figure that out is fine. But I think it's a good opportunity for someone else to kind of come in, some fresh ideas, thoughts. I think that's a good thing for the board, I think, as a whole, to have somebody else in the seat. I've been here for a little bit, and I think it's time. And did anybody else have anything that they wanted to bring up?
Good luck to Jay next Tuesday.
Yeah. Good luck to all the candidates.
Yeah, all the candidates, and because there's quite a bit. You got all the town offices,
That's school.
the school, the warrant articles, both school and town, and you have the zoning amendments as well. Did anybody else have anything else they wanted to bring up? I do want to go into non-public. We'll go in under, where we go under? Probably L. So we'll go into non-public under L.
Do you need a motion?
You please.
I make a motion to go into non-public session under RSA 91-A:32 for L, consideration of legal advice.
I'll second that.
And can you just poll us?
Selectman Chair Bill Coy,
Yes.
Select Vice Chair Jay Drosh,
Yes.
Selectman Jonathan Gifford,
Yes.
Selectwoman Liz Costa,
Yes.
Selectman Tyler Showman.
Yes.
All right, thank you. And we will not be coming back after non-public. Please, everybody, remember tomorrow night at the library, meet the candidate starts at 6 o'clock. It's a good time to come and ask questions and see the candidates, everybody running for office. It's not just town. Also, I believe the school gets invited to that as well. And then also remember, next Tuesday on the 10th is elections. We'll mention that once again, and also we'll make sure that gets posted a few other places as well. So everybody remembers. And remember, the voting is at Fish and Game from 7 to 7. And I think that's it. Everybody have a good night and have a good week.